you can find all kinds of themes merch on beautifulhalo.com. We have anime, comic, game, memes, and many other themes merch. Check the link in the description and find your favorite hoodies and tees now.
What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys, and it is release week for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Man, so more than likely this week we should get a the reviews should start rolling out. You already know the ordeal with the gameplay and stuff like that. But man, it's a very exciting week. So today's video, I want to talk about expectations for the game, and I've had time to process what I've seen and things like that. So I want to discuss that, but there's no spoilers involved in this video today, so you don't have to worry about that at all. I'm not gonna go into detail about the game or stuff that I saw. More or less my feelings based off of everything and my expectations going forward. Let's go. All right, so guys, merchandise down in the description box below. You saw the beautiful Halo stuff. I also have my own stuff as well. Check that out. And I got something else coming that I think is really dope. It's a little bit out of what I would do, but guys, that's how you grow, by stepping outside of your comfort zone and stuff like that, trying new things and everything. So I am going to show some gameplay, but it's just going to be the old IGN gameplay from like E3 or whatever. So just let that be known. Bandai, this is not from the leaked gameplay. Guys, this is not from the leaked gameplay. This is the same old gameplay that I've been showing. So anyway, see that E3 2019, same leaked gameplay. All right, so guys, I think that a lot of us, including myself, went into this with sort of the wrong expectations in a particular area. That particular area is where this game mostly is derived from. Now, the producers have said it's like playing the anime. Even in the most recent trailer, the Dragon Ball guy said, "You've played the anime, or you've seen the anime, now play it." My impersonation ain't that good, but whatever. They even advertised it as, "You've seen the anime, now play it or experience it." However, this game takes more from the manga than it does from the anime. And the issue with that is because me, myself, and a lot of others, that's how we got into Dragon Ball Z and stuff, is through the anime. That's why we looked at the Super Saiyan 3 transformation and it was like, bruh, you know, it was like, whoa, this is missing some stuff. We looked at the stuff with Trunks. We looked at King Kai. We looked at these things that are in the game that we've seen so far, and some of it is missing things. And we're like, wow, why was that not in there? Why is that, not in there, And a large part of it is because they took more from the manga than they did from the anime. And when you look at the manga, I've been looking at bits and pieces of it, and guys, I mean, it's true. If you were brought up on the manga, or you look at the manga, this is essentially a video game adaptation of the manga more than the anime. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because looking at it on the surface, it's almost as if the game, or this is, for people that say that this isn't unique, this is the same old story. This is the first video game of Dragon Ball that we have had that is basically the manga version. Picture them making the anime, but instead of making it the way that they did for TV, they made it exactly like the manga. You see, we haven't seen that on TV. We hadn't seen that in a video game. So that is something that is unique and new to this experience. Now, with that being said, I mean, the game isn't without its flaws, and there is a lot of room for, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of room, but there is room for improvement. I will comment on, the live stream stuff, because I've been watching it all weekend long. The gentleman that was playing didn't do a very good job of executing combos and stuff like that. You could tell that he was not familiar with the game. wasn't trying to get familiar with the game, and he even came out and said that in a video that he was, just first of all, he talked about the video getting taken down and stuff like that. His channel didn't get deleted, by the way, just the video. He didn't mention how he got it. He said he didn't want to be a snitch. Get that. And he did go through the trophies, which I'm not going to talk about. Go watch his video if you want to see that. But he did talk about how he just wanted to get as far as he could in the story. This is why he didn't explore stuff. This is why he didn't go into detail about a lot of stuff. He was just trying to get as far as he could in the story before the stream got cut off, because in the back of his mind, he knew it was going to happen eventually. Now, with that being said, guys, this game, yesterday I have to say this disclaimer because a lot of people yesterday was like, DM, you seem really disappointed about it, this and that. I was not disappointed, guys. So Saturday, I told y'all that in that video that morning I had a tournament. I woke up from my paper at about 3:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock, 3:30, somewhere in there. And I was up from that time till about, I would probably say about 11 or 12-ish, maybe, because I got home from the tournament at 10. Our first game was at 8 o'clock in the morning. I got home at 10 o'clock that night. And then I stayed up and was watching more of the gameplay. And then I had to get back up at 3:30 again for the paper route. And so I had been up for a while, and I just didn't have the energy that I normally have. It wasn't any disappointment in what I seen in the gameplay. It was because Dmgaming was tired. Because the stuff that I seen and I mentioned yesterday, that's not a deterrent for me. That's not something that's going to make me say, I don't want the game. I don't want to play the game. No, by any means. And as much as I've watched it, it makes me want to play it more. And there are some things that the game hasn't talked about. Like even in the Vegeta Badman shirt gameplay, we see the Frieza spaceships in the sky and he flies right by them and nothing doing. Even in the gameplay, in the leaked gameplay, on Namek, there was one of those Frieza spaceships in the sky and the guy didn't even go to him or anything. Like, what are those for? Now, some people have alluded that in Legacy of Goku, that's the pirates. You fight them and they give you Dragon Ball blase. I don't know. We don't know. We would have to find out. Also, we still don't know what the Dragon Balls are used for. Like, we know that you can bring back villainous enemies that you've defeated before with special dialogue, and that's how you get their soul emblems and stuff like that. But I refuse to believe that that is the only thing that they're used for. And if they are, then okay, let's go into the game with the mindset that that is the only thing that they are used for. But there was some information that I saw yesterday that leads me to believe that's not the case. And like I said, I'm not going to get into that because it does involve some spoilers, and I'm just not going to get into that. But there's so much more to this game, guys. For those of you who saw the gameplay, be mindful of that. This is you watch gameplay of an individual trying to speed run through the game. There's so much more to it. Like I was sitting there watching it the whole time, and I was like, go over there, explore, go look at this, go look at that. Like, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Like, I'm being real with y'all. When I play this game, when we live stream it, you are not going to see me make it to the Frieza Saga, probably for a while. I don't know. I plan on exploring every inch, every nook, every cranny. I really want to focus on learning the gameplay. There are some extra things in the game. I really don't want to say because I don't want to spoil anybody on. It's in the gameplay. I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but it's some pretty cool stuff in this game that wasn't explored in the leaked gameplay that I did see in that gameplay as well. But I want to learn how to fight. I want to be really, really good at fighting. Like I want to get into a match, dude, and just be untouched. You know what I'm saying? Almost create your own Ultra Instinct in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I want to body the enemy. I've seen the anime. I'm not trying to make it no challenge. I want to crack some skulls. You get what I'm saying? So when I play the game, I'm definitely going to utilize training as much as possible. I'm going to take on those villainous enemies. You might lose some, but you live to fight another day. You see what I'm saying? I want to get really, really good at the game, because one thing is this: if you are going to be streaming a game, you need to be good at the game. You see what I'm saying? If y'all turn on my stream and I'm losing matches, I'm getting beat left and right, I'm not looking good on the sticks, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to want to watch that. But if you turn on there and the enemy just not laying a hand on me, or you get out there and see me one-shot an enemy or something to that effect, or just looking good overall with the game, very fluid and stuff like that, you're going to want to see more of that. Then we can open up content like challenges. How many times can we fight an enemy before they hit us? Or, you know, how many enemies can we defeat in X amount of time and stuff like that, you know. That's the type of things that opens up. That's my mindset going forward, is, you know, creating enjoyable content. Because one thing I remember listening to Afro Senju talk a long time ago about covering games on YouTube and stuff. And one thing that he said was covering the game up until launch is not covering the game. That's just providing information. He said true coverage of the game starts once that game is released. And that's true, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. This game is going to come out. A lot of people are going to be live streaming the game, and a lot of people aren't going to be very good at the game. And people are going to be wanting to see what this game really has to offer. And I think that's where we benefit, because we know so much about the game just from studying it. I don't have any inside sources. I don't have any leaks aside from the gameplay that's been leaked. Everything that we've talked about in this game has just been from me observing and listening to interviews and looking at what's out there, looking at things from a business standpoint, look at what they've done in the past. I mean, just complete research for over a year. So when we go into this game, if you've been on this channel and following this channel in the videos, even you will be able to go into this game better than most, because they don't know. And that could affect the experience as well, because if you don't know much about the game, when you go into the game, it could ruin the experience if you don't know how to fight dinosaurs. For example, in the gameplay, the leaked gameplay, the guy was fighting a dinosaur and it seemed like he just didn't know what to do. I'm like, bruh, fire the key blast at him, man. But it took him forever to figure it out. You know, stuff like that can hurt an experience. You see what I'm saying? Going through the same combos. If you and he even talked about the game in the video. He said he liked it. He said it was enjoyable. You see what I'm saying? This game is not going to get bad reviews. This is going to be a great game. And I stand behind that. And the proof is going to be in the pudding. You see what I'm saying? You can disclaim all the reviewers, IGN and the Japanese one and stuff like that all you want to. But I guarantee you, once these reviews start coming in from the people, it's going to be rated very high. And the other IGN and other GameSpot and all them that review the game, they're going to give it a high score, because this game is great and there's a ton of content in it. There's a ton of things to do. And as far as like the combat, because there was another thing that kept coming up was, whoa, the combat's repetitive. Just saying did a video this morning, he mentioned that, and I did tell him in the comment section, like, dude was just doing the same combos. He wasn't trying to learn different combinations of moves and stuff like that, guys. I've shown y'all in a video where there are different finishers to these combos. There are different ways to add to those combos, especially when you go into the surge mechanic, because then you can cancel out of combos, you can cancel out of super attacks, you can mix it up really, really good. And also in the skill tree, as we know, there are additions that you can put to your combos. So like I told y'all, listen to what I'm telling y'all. As you progress and the more that you learn about the game, the better the combos get, the more complex they get. You can have a simplified combo and just do the same old thing, and you can make it more complex. At the end of the day, guys, it's an RPG. The Witcher didn't have a plethora of combos. Neither did Assassin's Creed. Neither did any RPG. In my opinion, this is one of the RPGs that actually has an extensive fighting mechanic based on it. You see what I'm saying? So pay attention to those things, because guys, they even said it themselves that if you're skilled enough on the controller, you don't have to level up to defeat enemies. That should let you know something right there. So take that and go with it, guys. Do your research. Check out the playlist. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is over 300 some videos that we've done on this game. Check them all out. Watch them, pick them. They're titled. It's not clickbait. If the title says something, that's what the video is going to be about. So you can go and check that stuff out, man. So you're caught up on the information and you know what's going on. But going forward, guys, like I said, look at this game. Know that it's based more off the manga than the anime. Now, that's an issue that they have. In my opinion, they shouldn't have advertised the game to be based off the anime because it's more based off the manga. So they kind of set wrong expectations. I think they're playing off of the nostalgia effect that, oh man, I remember the anime. I remember this and this and this. And then when you see it, it's not like that. So be mindful going forward. Hit that reset button on that part of the expectations. And guys, we got a week. We got the rest of the week. So go online or something. Go to Books A Million or wherever. Check out the manga. Get caught up on it. And I think that will help with the experience as well as far as the story is concerned, guys. But that's all I got for right now, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We are on the cusp of 7,000 subscribers. Man, wouldn't it be something to hit 9,000 by release day? That would be phenomenal. That's all I got for right now, y'all. Till next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.